So for getting that black water gear that we explained on the video, you need to come to the pools on this part of the map, and you need to summon avatar of Bookrock figurine to kill this boss. And after you kill this boss, this is the only way you can farm the black water gear set. Hello everyone, Darkat here with Age of Sorcery tutorial series. That in this video we're gonna talk about Encumbrance build and Encumbrance gear set meta, what you need to use when you are farming around all over the Isle of Siptah, and I'm gonna give you some really good tips. So let's get to it. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you put a like on the video, it will help me a lot. And we're gonna talk about all of this one by one. Make sure you watch the video till the end so you don't miss anything from here. So for this start, I'm gonna talk about the gear set I bring up here. So we're gonna explain why this gear set you need to use for a farm build. So I'm gonna explain it now. This is how the gear set look like. This is very interesting and funny. So we're gonna talk about the helmet is aspect of the jhil. Why we using aspect of the jhil? Because what is the most important thing when you are on over encumbrance? That's right, your stamina regeneration is very slow. So that's why we're using the aspect of the jhil and gloves of jhil, because these two gear set have the most impact on your stamina. So the helmet gives you agility 8%, so that's the best thing also to have the agility power to use the agility weapons, and it gives you fleet foot. So it means, I don't know exactly what it means, like it gives you more stamina or it's reduced the stamina when you're running, but it's something connected to stamina than when you are like regenerating stamina or when you're running around heavy. It's help your stamina out. So if you know what is this fleet foot connected to stamina, make sure you put down below in the comments. So this gonna help you to have a lot more stamina when you are over encumbrance. We're using the chest piece, again the black corsair, because it gives you the most amount of armor value in the amount of the light gear sets, and it gives you 48 health, because health and stamina is two important thing or two important bonuses that you need when you're over encumbrance. And we're using the jhil gloves because this is the most important part of your gear set. When you are running around, it gives you like regenerate your stamina when you even running, climbing or whatever. So we're using black water pants and boots because each piece gives you 12 stamina. So this can be really good and important on your gear set. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna explain you how and where is the location to farm all these gear sets. So for the kits on your gear set, you need to use the bulkhead plating or you need to use the thick armor. Why thick armor? Because some people don't have the bulkhead plating because it's Isle of Siptah. You don't have this master weapon fitting recipe. Most of the time you need to be very lucky to find this bulkhead plating. So we go for the thick plating for having extra armor. For the buff, it's all depend on you and your build, that we're gonna also explain about the build, what kind of potion you're gonna need to use, and the food. So for potion, you can have agility potion for extra agility damage, you can have extra health, you can have extra stamina. Also this jungle rum gonna gives you a stamina. It gives the same amount of stamina as golden lotus potion. And for the food, you're using the savory jerky for extra 60 on health. It's all depend on you what kind of buff you're gonna need, all depend on your build. So for the weapons, you're gonna need to use 3 agility weapons because I'm gonna gives you an agility attributes build plus encumbrance build. So you're gonna see it later. So you're gonna need to use the Froxic daggers because they gives infinite poison and they are really good if you are playing on auto-lock servers officials. Also use the venom blade katana because this can gives a lot of poison and a lot of DPS damage, and you can also use void for damage when you like doing your katana combo when the enemy roll and running. I'm gonna show it. So when you are fighting around with your enemy, you are trying to like attack him. When he's raw and running, you put out your bow and you're gonna shoot him down and finish the enemy pretty quick. So bow, dagger and katana can be really good weapons with these attributes that I'm gonna explain now. So before we talk about the attributes, you can see on the signs I have authority, archer meta and PvP melee. I made for each one of them a dedicated video. If you missed them, you can check them out in the description. I put the link of all of them. Now we're gonna talk about the attributes. Is the meta and the best you need to use on Isle of Siptah for your encumbrance build when you are farming around. So we're gonna go full vitality, because vitality is the most important. For the first perk you're using fast healer, and for the last perk you're using the punishment, because when you are farming it's not like PvPing. You get fall damage and stuff, your health regenerate to full over 15 seconds. For the second perk, of course you need the expertise, because you need that for running around over encumbrance. So the first perk on the expertise is depend what you going to farm. Is it rare resources or normal resources? You choose whatever you want. And for the last perk you use this first perk because you need to run in full speed when you are over encumbrance. And the last thing you need on these attributes is the agility. Why you need the agility? I'm gonna explain now. You need the last perk on agility for the double jump. Imagine you are farming around, you are over encumbrance, you are all over encumbrance, and when you're running you can see the stamina go very fast. So if you double jump and run, you can see your stamina not going down at all. So you can double jump all over the map without losing any stamina. And when you have the gloves of jhil, for example, my stamina is half, and when I'm double jumping you can see my stamina going up. So this can be really good for running away from your enemy. Now at the end of the video I'm gonna explain about the parts and the gear sets where you're gonna learn them on Isle of Siptah. So aspect of the jhil and the gloves of jhil, you're gonna both learn them in the jhil dungeon located here. So when you finish the jhil dungeon, you're gonna learn this jhil armor recipe at the end of the dungeon. And for the black corsair armor, you're gonna go all the way on the bottom side of the map. Here you can see it's a book on the ground, and here you can learn the black corsair recipe. And for this is the interesting part, and that I didn't find much video about it, where to learn black water gear set, that I'm gonna explain it now. So for learning black water gear set in Isle of Siptah, this is the only way you can learn the recipe of this amazing gear set, that most of the pieces gives you a lot of stamina and have high armor value. So all you need to do to farm this avatar of Bookrock figurine, you put this figurine on the pools, that you can see the pools on the bottom side of the map. When you put the figurine on the pools, it's gonna like summon a very strong boss that deal a lot of massive damage. So you need to be careful when you come. The boss have almost 19,000 HP. So when you kill this boss, make sure you come here with a strong troll, because this boss gonna be very hard to kill. It will drop you black water recipe sometimes, and also some piece of black water armor. So you can see it gives us some fragment. Also you need to farm 5 of these schematics fragment to give you one random recipe. And this heart gonna gives you some fuel if you put it on your furnace, and some other extra bonuses.